What's up, metalheads? Welcome to the Lunatics of Metal. How you guys doing tonight?
Good.
My name's JT, and with me, as always, are my co-hosts,
Jimmy.
Alpha. David.
What's going on?
As Roger Campbell would say.
Oh, there you go.
As Roger Campbell would say.
What you guys got going on? How you been?
Good.
Oh, you know, got a shiny new little backdroppy thing.
I see that.
Thing.
That's
That
a
way, in
pretty
case you didn't know
cool.
who we were.
That's a pretty cool logo. Who the fuck is Lunatic?
Oh, some lame-o.
Here they're this like weird band out of the Midwest.
So it's funny. I'm a big gamer, so I've been playing a lot of Diablo, and one of the characters in there has a special power where they release this lunatic, is what they call it. And I was watching this guy. I was watching another streamer, and he was from Britain, and he kept calling them lunatics.
Yeah.
And I had never heard anybody say that like that, lunatics.
My wife actually does that to me when she's trying to be funny.
So from now on, we're going to be the lunatics of metal.
It's like the O-Neaters.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Fuck yeah. I'm ready for some metal tonight. It's been a while.
Just
Been a
all
crazy
from the
week.
Arachnids.
Yeah.
Been a crazy week. I'm ready to sit down and talk with my buddies about some metal. And tonight we're talking about the band Heathen. And the album we're talking about is Victims of Deception. Unbeknownst to what I wrote down on paper.
Bloop. What'd you write down on paper?
Victims of Destruction.
Oh.
Yeah, believe me, I was like, how come I can't find this? And then all of a sudden it
Bleep,
dawned
bloop,
on
bleep.
me. Oh, sorry. I did that wrong. I did it wrong.
Album number 2 from the band.
Number 2.
Dos Equis.
Yes.
So, Heathen is an American thrash metal band originating from the San Francisco Bay Area. Go figure, a thrash metal band from the Bay Area.
Never
That's
would've thought
insane.
that.
They were active from 1984 to 1993, and again from 2001 onwards.
Thanks to Chuck Billy's benefit show.
Buck Chili.
Yes, and Chuck Schuldiners. Despite never achieving commercial success, the band is often credited alongside Exodus, Testament, Forbidden, Death Angel, and Violence as one of the leaders of the Bay Area thrash metal scene in the mid to late 1980s. Heathen was one of those bands. I had heard of them, of course. Jim just reminded me that we used to see them on Headbangers Ball. Heathen was not a band that I necessarily followed, but I had a lot of buddies that were listening to all kinds of stuff. Heathen, they have a great sound to them. I love the singer. He's got a phenomenal voice. But I probably heard them at some point and thought they were somebody else. Now, who would I have possibly thought that they were? To me, they sound a lot like Death Angel.
Really? I don't get that.
Yeah.
To me,
Death Angel to me is more rock and rolly. These guys are more metal.
Yeah, okay. But I know a lot of my friends were listening to them, and they just kind of were under my radar.
They weren't like a main band or nothing, but like me and Jim were always familiar with their first 2 albums.
Yeah.
So I don't know about.
There was a large gap between those 2 records being released, so that never helped them.
Right. I don't know about
Right.
like me and Jim. Did you discover him from that Hard and Heavy video?
I saw him. No, I saw him before that on Headbangers Ball.
See, I discovered him when me and
read
Jim
them
were
in
freshmen,
magazines.
and go back to the same story a million times because, but there was a Hard and Heavy video with thrash and speed metal, and they had Heathen on there, and they played Open Grave bits of it, and in interviews or whatever, and that's how I got exposed to them. And their first two albums, are great, and that's the ones I was familiar with. Honestly, I haven't heard any album since this one.
Yeah.
I seen them live a couple years ago at Milwaukee Metal Fest, and they were killer. And they only played like 30 minutes though. But their first two albums to me are just killer classic thrash albums, in my opinion.
And the singer's the only one still with them that you would remember from that lineup.
Yep.
Whenever you suggested this album, I grabbed it and I started listening to it, and it started coming back. I remembered a lot of the stuff off this album, so I knew at that point I had heard them and may not have necessarily known who they were.
It's a killer album.
And oddly enough, it was the cover track that really fucking threw me, because I was like, "Oh shit, I remember this,"
Yeah. Right.
Because I knew
that song before I heard the original.
See, I didn't the first time I
really.
I mean, I might have, but the first time I remember hearing this song is from this, and then I found out it was a cover.
See, I was into thrash metal way early on, but I really didn't get into as much like Rainbow and Deep Purple and all that stuff.
I didn't either until later.
Early enough. I mean, I knew my Sabbath and Zeppelin, but that was the extent of it. I really didn't foray outside of that much until a little bit later. But once I got into it, I was like, "Oh, this stuff's killer."
Yeah, see, and I was a big Dio fan when I was younger, so that's how I knew it.
I knew Dio from the solo work before anything else, and then I heard him with Sabbath.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
And then after that, I went backwards and started listening. I kind of regressed.
Yeah. Well, and that's kind of how it was for me too. Because at the point when I got into Dio was when did Ronnie James Dio join Black Sabbath? When
80.
was that?
When Ozzy left
In 1980? Okay.
Yeah.
Roundabouts.
So
80, somewhere there.
I got into Dio more during his solo career. Holy Diver is probably what really cemented it.
83 was the first record.
Yeah. And then I was like, oh wait, Dio did the stint with Black Sabbath, because I was really big. I got really big into Black Sabbath like later, like late 80s. The old Black Sabbath.
Right.
And then and then of course the Heaven and Hell.
Now I heard the Ozzy stuff with Sabbath way before I heard the Dio stuff.
Oh, same.
Well, oh yeah,
sure.
me too.
Yeah.
But I know others that they've heard the Dio stuff first, because that was at the time when they were listening to it. What was going.
A lot of it has to do with age too, what age you were, and like I said, I got into metal later in the 80s, and I heard Sabbath and some of them, but I didn't really get into some of these classic artists until like the 2000s, and I was a little older.
So it's funny for me. It had a lot to do with having an older brother.
Yeah,
because my brother was 10 years older than me. So it.
Right.
That had a lot to do with it,
I had older siblings, but nobody was into metal.
Yeah, my sister was 6 years older than me, but she listened to disco. So that didn't really do too much for me. Speaking of ABBA, my wife really likes them. So
Dancing Queen.
Yeah. I've had to listen to that album.
A lot of people
and it's not bad. It's not bad. It's really not.
Like globally, man.
Didn't they tour with Exodus?
I think so.
Toxic Waltz and the Dancing Queen.
So yeah. To date, Heathen has released 4 studio albums: Breaking the Silence in 1987, Victims of Deception, which is what we're discussing tonight, which came out in 1991. The Evolution of Chaos came out in 2009. And Empire of the Blind, which came out in 2020. I am going to tell you, I know for a fact I have not heard Evolution or Empire.
I haven't either.
I think you'll like them.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. They're a little bit more Exodus-ish. If Exodus.
Oh, see, I will probably. Oh, speaking of, have you heard Exodus's new album?
I've only heard a couple songs. I've not heard the whole
I've
thing
heard
yet.
the whole thing.
I haven't either. I've only heard one song.
I've heard it.
Of
I've heard the whole thing. It's
Is it
okay.
good?
It's okay.
Okay.
I've heard people raving about it.
You know,
It's
I mean,
okay.
it's Rob Dukes.
In my opinion.
Everybody's got their
in my
opinion about
opinion,
him.
it's okay.
Some of the stuff he does really good. You know,
There's a lot of parallels between the two bands.
Yeah.
To me, since like Shovelhead to Kill Machine, they've all been after that. They've been kind of like, another Exodus album, nothing stand out since Shovelheaded. That's
right,
a great one,
right. Gotcha.
in my opinion.
Well, while we're on that road,
yeah, I do too.
Anthrax today released their new song.
I seen that. I did.
Did you listen to it?
No, I haven't listened
I've
to
heard
it.
it.
Oh, dude, it's good.
No, I'll
It's
listen
good.
to it. But if it's anything
heavy.
close
It's
to the
heavy
last
for
two,
for
it's,
Anthrax, it's heavy.
their last two albums have been great.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Fucking great.
I think when worship music came out, I was like, oh my God, they have fucking really come back to where they were. You know,
They needed to.
That's how I felt.
That was same.
You know,
Same.
but anyway, we're not here to talk about them. We're here to talk about Heathen.
Heathen, everyone.
Now, Heathen's got a really early start.
You fucking heathens. Yeah, fucking heathen.
Lee and Carl.
I think
Sacco
I've been called that a
started
few
it.
times.
I think I probably have to.
Lee Altus and Carl Sacco were basically the two founders in the band.
Ball Sacco.
And Lee is now in Exodus. And they toured together back in the day. So there's a lot of spillover between the bands. Hence the reason why Lee probably joined Exodus.
I got some questions
Yeah.
about Lee
and
Altus, but that's
Carl
another story.
Sacco, of course, was from Metal Church.
I did not know that.
In
You didn't know that.
'84, they actually started
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
And Lee, I think, was still in high school at the time,
Wow.
just
pretty
jamming
cool.
in his bedroom. And they recruited several other people to join in, one of which was Doug Piercy, who's now playing in Nefarious and Blind Illusion, which Nefarious is kind of a who's who lineup of thrash
Isn't that
metal
the-
royalty.
Welcome to. Oh, never mind. That's Grand Illusion. Never mind.
Which I really like what I've heard by Nefarious, so I'm anxious to hear more of what they're going to put out.
Gotcha.
And Doug's playing to me is really one of those guys that's very tasty. Like he's a real big melodic player, but he's into the heavy stuff. But he's also like one of the oldest guys on that scene, at least that I'm aware of. You know, I'm sure somebody from Bay Area would be like, "Oh no, there's," you know, and rattle off a list of names. But you know, I didn't
Oh,
grow
yeah.
up there.
Right.
But I know he's probably 10,
God, what a
15
time
years
that
older.
would have been.
I know.
Fuck.
I had a time
I remember when I was that age, I was like, that was the goal. You wanted to get to the Bay Area, you know? You wanted to get to
I know
Hollywood.
people
You
that had
wanted-
to go to Hollywood so they could be on the Sunset
Right.
Strip, and it's like that's fine and all, but I want to go to San Francisco and jam out with the Thrashers. That was
Right.
That was my goal.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yep.
But
Yep.
they finally recruited Doug to join the band, and when he came in, I think he kind of brought more of a melodic side to them, where Lee kept wanting to go the Exodus direction.
Yeah.
So I feel like they complemented each other well. And if you listen to their solos, I mean, you can tell who's playing what just by listening, because their
Yeah.
styles are completely different, but they work. And I just wish that those two could have continued to forge their path together, but just they had issues because they wouldn't agree on stuff. And that's ultimately why Doug left,
Right. Right.
at least from what I can read from everything. And as far as, you know, the rest of the band, they've had a few members even back then that were in and out, bass players, drummers, whatever. They even had some singer changes until they finally settled on Dave. And originally it's David Godfrey, and then it becomes David White. I have no idea why the name change.
He might have found out.
But on the first
father
record-
issue, whatever.
And then was it David Wayne?
No.
Wait.
No.
Oh, okay. I just kind of,
was
there
from
was a
Metal Church.
highlight. Yeah.
Little church.
Yeah, and it said Metal Church vocalist David Wayne, and you're talking about all these David Whites and David this and all that.
David Godfrey is credited on the first record. David White is credited on the second record. Same person.
Same singer.
Yeah. I don't know what happened or why he's doing that. Godfrey to me sounds like a Jewish name. Maybe
that's why.
Maybe. I don't know.
Maybe.
And then he's like, fuck that. I'm white.
I don't know. I have no idea, dude. I mean, there's a joke I can insert somewhere, somehow, some way, but I'm not smart enough to figure it out.
I did not know this. There's a lot I did not know. Just so you guys know, I'm going to run into all kinds of shit that I did not know. Heathen's debut album, Breaking the Silence, was released in 1987. The album was well received critically and featured one very successful single, a cover of the 1970s glam rock band Sweet's song Set Me Free. Had no idea that was a cover. The song got some rock radio airplay, and the video received rotation on MTV's Headbangers Ball. The band embarked on a tour in support of the album, which included a series of dates with Megadeth, King Diamond, Testament, Exodus, Sabotage, Zoetrope, Dark Angel, and Lizzie Borden, among others. Lizzie Borden was a band that I really enjoyed.
What a lineup. Here.
But crazy, the people that they played with back then.
Yeah.
And in
1987... Yeah.
It's not on the first record.
In 1987, that's fucking huge.
Yeah.
Huge.
Now, Piercy also was kind of like a guy that other bands looked as a, hey, dude, could you come and record our demo? Because he had all the gear to do it and liked doing it. So he was into that whole scene also. And he ended up doing Testament's Legacy demo with Zetro and all them on it. So I listened recently to the podcast with Zetro interviewing Piercy about this. And he's like, well, he said it was kind of like, you're already set up next door. You want to come next door to our practice place and record our demo? And so he'd tear all his gear down and go next door and set it up. And then next band would hear like, hey, can you come over and do ours? He said he was just bouncing from room to room. Man, so...
Dude, this is crazy. Carl Saco left in 1988. And then David White left the band due to personal and musical differences. For a few months, former Exodus vocalist Paul Bailoff became the band's vocalist. What the fuck?
Now, they were saying...
They also briefly toured with late Metal Church vocalist David Wayne.
Yes.
That's crazy.
Piercy wanted somebody who was more commercially viable than what Bailoff offered. And Lee wanted Bailoff because he loved Exodus so much. But he's like, dude, he goes, you're going to pigeonhole yourself, and you know what you get with Bailoff. You know, Bailoff is what Bailoff is.
I just couldn't imagine Bailoff singing with Heathen because they're so like...
Especially when you listen to this album.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean,
because Bailoff can't pull off these vocals. There's no way he can hit those notes.
Well, any of their albums, just the dude. Yeah, they're totally different singers, man.
Yeah, I mean, not saying that Paul's bad. It's just he has the range he has.
Yeah,
he does okay with what he's got, but I mean, you're talking a sports car compared to a pickup. You know, that's the way I look at it.
Fred Sanford's pickup.
Yeah, but
big dummy.
Anyway, he was also talking in that one interview that part of the reason why he was out of the band, talking about David, was that it took him too long to write lyrics. You know, look at how long they have in between the newer records. Yeah. So I don't know.
Well, it was 87 to 91. I mean,
that's a long fucking time when you're in your prime.
And they had a 3-year gap because they switched labels because they were originally on Combat, and he said Combat was like, all right, cool, we're going to help you out. And then somebody at the label balked and they got into it with them. And then they lost all their support from the label, ultimately got released. And then they were a band, but they couldn't do anything until they got released, and it took a while. And next thing you know, 3 years goes by before they can finally get released and get onto another label. And that's whenever this one picks up. By that point, you know, you're already going from Ride the Lightning to Justice, basically. That's this time frame change.
Right.
Well, Master of Puppets.
Yeah,
but he's talking a time frame.
Yeah, time frame. And then plus 91, I mean, is not a good time to be putting out a thrash metal album, especially with operatic vocals.
I mean? Yeah, absolutely. Because that was where a lot of us thrash guys were starting to
Dr.
transition
Freeze,
over into
Mr.
death
Freeze.
metal. You know?
Right, Gerald? Yeah, I get it. Mm-hmm. Right.
And there you are.
Yeah.
Boy, that was way behind.
You were froze up.
Yeah,
So we were
you guys were gone. So, all good.
Thanks, Internet. Anyway,
yeah.
Back to it.
Well, and it is kind of stormy here right now, so it may be me.
Oh, yeah.
But in order to record their album Victims of Deception, Heathen recruited Blind Illusion main man Mark Biederman to play bass in the studio. I wish I had a name like Biederman.
I know, right?
Biederman.
And Blind Illusion is where Piercy is now. Or besides Nefarious. That's the band he's been in basically the longest. And who started Blind Illusion?
Do tell.
On bass? Les Claypool.
No shit.
I did not know that.
Before he did Primus.
Oh.
Huh. Well.
Look
all dang. Look all dang.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. He was a Bay Area guy too.
The album was released in 1991 through Roadrunner Records. Victims of Deception was considerably more technical than Breaking the Silence, featuring odd time signatures, more complex riffs and songs, tempo and key changes, and longer song lengths.
Yeah, I was going to say that. Like, compared to the first one, it's more thrashy and more technical, longer songs. And
the first record is much more melodic based too, which to me is Piercy's influence on them blending. I like both records, but
I love them both.
They're different.
They are different.
I like the.
I went back and listened to a little bit of the other one.
They're both. I like them.
Yeah.
But I think David's vocals went up a notch on this record as far as
absolutely,
how he attacked the songs.
I absolutely love his vocals on this album, man. He is such a good singer,
underrated.
Dude. Such a good singer, man.
It's funny.
There were some misses on this album for me. Like, I didn't really care for the ballad, the Prisoners of Fate. I didn't really care for that, but
it's a little top heavy in my opinion.
Yeah.
There's some later tracks that they're not bad.
It's a good song. It's just not.
There's a couple times on here whenever in the recording process I can hear him pegging the meters on his vocals because he's projecting too loud and they didn't have his voice attenuated properly, where it's basically redlining it and you could hear he's overdriving it. And on the days of tape, that was done on purpose a lot of times to get a saturation effect. But in this case, I feel like it doesn't work the way it's supposed to. Right. You don't do that in digital at all, or otherwise it's just nasty. But I felt like they could have done a bit more on that back then.
Yeah, look at how we sound like shit, folks.
Yeah.
Anyway.
But they had a label. They had label budget. We didn't.
Yeah, we definitely don't have a budget.
Yeah.
We have expenses. We have expenses. But yeah.
Yeah, man, these two albums are fucking classic thrash albums to me, man. Like Jim said, they're totally different, but just so great. And they're the first one's a little more power metal. This one's a little more thrashy and technical. But great.
The one thing that is odd, but it happens a lot. I mean, we've talked about this a lot. There is not a single original member left in this band. Not one.
Nope.
Yeah.
They've all left. And what's strange, and so I get a lot of my information off Wikipedia because it's easy and I'm lazy. But Wikipedia did not put together, which they usually do, did not put together a list of former people in a timeline. Typically, they do that.
It's there, but you have to click on a link to find it.
Ah, gotcha.
Normally, it's just embedded, but this time you got.
Yeah, usually it's down at the bottom.
It's on the right hand side in that little box.
Yeah,
and there's like 25, 30 members.
Oh, past members, full list. There it is. That's what I was looking for.
That it is.
They hyperlinked it.
Somebody was trying to pull a fast one on Gerald.
Why I oughta.
Why I oughta. Slowly he turned.
Inch by inch.
But anyway, that's Heathen in a nutshell.
Back to it.
Yeah, I got lucky and got to see them at Milwaukee Metal Fest a couple years ago.
Hell yeah.
On a little tiny stage. It was fucking awesome. But they didn't play Open Grave, which I was hoping it would have been perfect. But it was great. I got to see him. So
now, like a lot of stuff back in this time frame, there were CD bonus tracks.
Yeah.
So you've got one extra song on the CD version that you don't have on the vinyl or cassette.
Right, and then I got the extra track. Yeah.
And in this case, it is Timeless Cell of Prophecy. So they should have just added it, but I probably see why they didn't. It would have pushed it out to 60 minutes.
It's a long album, yeah. It really is.
Yeah, I mean, it's
59:24.
Yeah, like I say,
it
pushes it.
Yeah, it's 64 something on the
Or it's already 60s. What I was meaning as, but then it pushes it to 64. That's a lot to ask out of a vinyl grooved record.
And
they weren't to the status where they could command a double record out of a label. Really,
no.
This is a good album. This is a fucking great thrash. Whatever power metal, whatever you want to call it. But it's pretty long. You know what I mean? And some of the songs later are not quite as strong as the earlier ones, and it can be a tough listen sometimes. To listen to the whole thing. It's kind of by the end you're like, okay, because it's top heavy. It's really long.
Right.
Like if shaving a song or two off would have been.
Yeah,
to me, there's nothing bad on this record.
No, there's nothing bad on there. For sure. I'm not saying the songs just because they're weaker don't mean they're bad songs. They're good. It's just the other songs. There's other songs that are a lot better, in my opinion. Like the earlier songs. It's kind of like Forbidden with me. I love their first two albums. They're both different, and I like them about equally. Annihilator the same way. They're both great. I like them equally. But that's really all I'm pretty much familiar with all those bands, their first two, Forbidden a little more, but and Annihilator, I guess, too. But still, their first two are like the classics.
Yeah, Forbidden, much like Heathen, sounds different from record to record. Mm-hmm. Same thing with the newer stuff.
And one of the fewer bands, too, with the operatic vocals, you know what I mean?
Yes, that's true, too.
Yeah.
Because there wasn't a lot, besides Anthrax and, Forbidden.
It's a lot easier to sound gruff and mean than it is to go, oh,
Yeah.
There wasn't as many of the singers like that.
King Diamonds are a lot more rare than Max Cavalera's.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
both great.
So I didn't realize this, that the intro of Hypnotized features excerpts from a speech by cult leader Jim Jones.
No shit.
Yeah,
I was wondering.
I didn't know
I was wondering what that was.
It took me a while to find that out, but after a little while when I was younger, I was like, I wonder who that is. And I looked it up and I was like, oh, that's fucking cool. And he just rips Christianity and the Bible and everything.
But he made good Kool-Aid.
He did make good Kool-Aid.
But, and as far as the way this record sounds, I think the production's really good on this one,
it's
too.
It's better than the first one, for sure. I mean,
yes.
It's got better production. Yeah, for sure.
In that 3 years, I think production on all the thrash records went up several notches. So that was a nice benefit.
They were learning a lot in them few years.
Well, they were learning how to actually record metal.
Right. Yep.
Yeah, because you had a lot of people originally when metal like this was starting out in the 80s who were still used to recording bands like Skynyrd. You know,
True.
So
when you did the double bass and a lot of the fast, intricate stuff, it was too boomy and it wasn't as tight. And they learned,
made a lot of mud.
Yep.
But, you got a guy in the booth going, "These motherfuckers are crazy."
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. So
ain't nobody gonna listen to that. That's way too fast.
So
who kicked that guy in the nuts to sing like that?
Vice grips on the scrotum? Really?
Whoa. Got a
Good
fucking
times.
chain going from your nipple to your winker? Your winker?
Gerald's into some crazy shit, man.
Well, yeah.
Skid Row.
Sorry.
Yeah, they did from Skid Row. Didn't he have one from his ear to his nose to his scrotum? Or something?
Did he really?
I'm like, no, I don't know.
No.
Wait, Sebastian Bach? Is that who you're talking about? No.
Yeah.
Sure.
Robert
Wow.
Fuse?
No, the Rachel Bolan had one from his ear to his nose to Sebastian Bach's scrotum.
Boom, boom. I'm here all week. Hey!
There you go.
Jim and his little fucking Joey Gladstone fucking sound effects.
Yep.
Yeah.
No, it's Bob Saget.
Cut it out.
So you go, dude.
You go.
You got it, dude. Get it right. He never watched Full House. What a lame-o.
Yeah, I watched it.
What a lame-o. He didn't even watch Full House.
I was Uncle Jesse.
From the Dukes of Hazzard?
Yes.
They should have made Full House, but with Uncle Jesse from the Dukes of Hazzard. And then switched the Uncle Jesse's head. Okay, never mind. What's wrong with you guys and not me?
You.
So, Mr. Charles, what's your favorite 3 songs?
Sorry, my wife's sending me pictures of my dog.
Oh, he said dog. I was like, whoa.
Nude dog pictures?
Yeah, she doesn't have a thing on. Well, she's got a collar on. But
uh-oh.
At least he didn't say he was taking pictures of his.
I guess that'd be
pictures of his kitty.
That's true. She could. Maybe I ought to text her that. Hey,
You
picture
should.
of your kitty. She'd send me a picture of the cat though.
Yeah, she would.
And it's black. So
Whoa.
whoa.
There you go.
Whoa. My favorite, my number one song on this album is "Fear of the Unknown."
Really? Wow.
I love the groove in that song. I like the guitar work. It's just really cool. "Hypnotized" is really good.
Yeah, it's a masterpiece, really.
And I'm going to go with "Opiate of the Masses" too. I really liked it. And those are long songs. I mean,
Yeah,
"Fear of the Unknown," 708.
There's a lot of
"Opiates," 750. You know, I mean, you look at Heathen's song, 927. You know, it was weird. The first couple times I listened to this album, I kind of liked the back half of the album better than I did the front half of the album.
Really?
But then as I listened to it more, I started liking the front half a little more. You know,
So I feel.
But "Fear of the Unknown" is definitely my favorite song on this album. I really dig it. And if I had to rate this, I'm going to give it a 7.
Cool.
7. Yeah. Yeah.
7.
It was good. It was good. I love his voice, man. His voice is just fucking killer. The things that turned me off was I really did not care for the Prisoners of Fate song. I could have done without that. It's okay. It just
It's not bad.
You know,
Guitarmony.
guitar. Yeah.
I don't know about that name, but okay.
Yeah. But all in all, I mean, it's a damn good album.
It is. It's solid.
You know.
Damn good. Yeah.
So yeah,
Not like it's a master of puppets or nothing, but it's a fucking damn good. Not many albums are.
Yeah,
so.
that's the Mount Everest of metal.
Right. Yeah.
yeah.
So.
I mean, yeah. I mean, it's almost up there with Rust in Peace.
Yeah, I could see that.
Oh, sorry.
It's above Rust in Peace. Let's get that straight.
What? Come on.
Musically, I'd say it's definitely in that
well, Rustin, yeah, musically, I'm just saying, like,
the vocals are even better.
Megadeth is more complex than Metallica by far, but I like Metallica a little better.
Do you?
Well,
I was always a bigger fan of Megadeth, but I love both bands. Yeah. Still do,
I'm not a fan
honestly.
of their newer stuff.
I still do. I think that, I think Metallica, Death Magnetic wasn't too bad. It was all right. It was a return to heaviness for them.
It's not awesome, but I like it.
It was okay. It was decent.
And then Hardwired, I thought was pretty good.
It's okay.
It had its moments.
The new album is not bad. There's like 2 or 3 songs on the new album that I really, really like.
I want to like the new record, but I just can't get into it.
It's not total dog shit.
I really like, I really like Sleepwalk, of course, because of that obligatory bass intro, and it's just heavy. But
I'm
what
the same
I
way
don't
with Megadeth
is I don't like James's voice now.
Oh, it's terrible.
Ever since the Black record.
Yeah.
Well, ever since ever since became a lyric for him. I don't know.
Like fuck that. Yeah.
I just
when he tried to actually take vocal lessons, his voice changed. He was like, and
he's not a crooner.
No,
it's just his voice. It's like he's trying to protect his voice instead of blowing.
I'm not going to knock him though.
It out, he sounds the best.
Yeah,
they're still a fucking great band. So
yeah, you still can't touch Metallica's old shit,
no matter what you think of it.
But even like Megadeth after Countdown, I don't really care for. Huh? Must be frozen on his end.
I like some stuff from there. After there,
but like, Endgame's okay for Megadeth, and like Dystopia's okay, and I don't know. I'm just not a big fan of anything really after.
I like much. I like 13. I really like the album that everybody fucking hates, and that's The World Needs a Hero.
It's not terrible, but
I don't know. I just really like that album.
I like Dystopia quite a bit.
Dystopia is pretty good. Yeah,
it's all right. That's a decent one.
And then what's that first song on the Sick, the Dying, and the Dead's fucking perfect Megadeth, which is the Sick, the Dying, and the Dead. But the system has failed. I remember when it first came out. I was like, dude, I gotta be into this album. It's fucking Megadeth. Come on, Kick the Chair is the only good song on that album. But
they used to have more consistency with them, but they were also younger, on drugs, and pissed off.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, that's true.
Now he's clean, Christian, and doesn't fire as often.
It always cracks me up though. You got people like that are like Team Megadeth over Metallica, and they're like, "Oh, Megadeth never sold out like Metallica." Yeah, they did. They fucking totally did.
Yeah, and
they put out total dog shit too, like plenty of total dog shit.
Who
cares? Like,
Megadeth has always chased Metallica's shadow, regardless of whether it should have been or not, and they're a better band.
Yeah,
technically,
but yeah, I still like Metallica better.
Yeah,
but I don't need.
Anyway,
really,
I digress.
Early albums, I don't care. Just like
let's
Heathen,
get back to Heathen here.
I got their first 2 albums and I love them, but after that, it's kind of like I don't know. I haven't really, because by the time they put out the next one, it was like 500 years later, and
it's like fucking 20 years later.
Mm-hmm.
It's like,
they had that 10 whatever year hiatus in between.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because what was it, 91 and then 2001. And then they didn't put out
2001, and then not an album until 2009.
2009, and then again in 2020. Mm-hmm. It's like almost every 10 years, like around there, they put something out.
So,
yeah,
that's why I only know their first 2. Like honestly,
yeah, I get it. So Jimmy, what do you got on this?
Well, I'm gonna pick probably track 1 and 2, Hypnotize and Opiate the Masses for my 1 and 2, and also Guitarmony.
Okay.
You know, if I was going to switch them up, because some of these other ones are really good honorable mentions. I really like their cover for Kill the King.
That's a good one.
Yeah, it is good.
It's kind of hard to screw that one up if you've got a singer who can sing like him. And then, of course, both guitar players are amazing. So I like Heathen song. Prisoners of Fate is cool, but I like Morbid Curiosity.
Yeah.
You know, there's so many good things to pick on this record.
There's no
weak
songs.
link.
No.
You know, and I could change my picks probably from one day to the next, but I think Hypnotize is going to always be that first one.
That's always been.
That's going to always be in the number one position. And as far as giving it a rating, I'm going to give this record probably an 8.5. I think it's that strong, start to back. It's just a good record.
It's a good record.
It's a good record. Oh yeah,
much better than the first one, I think, but the first one's still a great record too.
Oh yeah.
I just wish they hadn't have been how should I put this, in the position that they were put in due to some of the stuff that went on in the music business that basically shaped where they went. Like if they would have had the system behind them pushing them, I think this band could have already had 2 or 3 records put out between these two.
Yeah.
You know, it's just, and who knows how much more music we could have got.
Right. Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
They didn't even get over to Europe to play a show until this record.
Them sons of bitches.
Them sons of bitches.
But Alpha, what you got going?
Well, this is going to be kind of fun. I mean, like Jim said, there's no bad songs. I think there's weaker links, but I don't think there's any bad songs. My top 3 are going to be Hypnotized, number 1, because that's always been one of my favorite. To me, that's one of the greatest metal songs. I just think that's a great, of any band, you know, like in metal in general, that's a great fucking epic song in my opinion. Opiate of the Masses, same as you. And I'm going to go Heathen Song as my number 3, 1, 2, 3.
There you go.
And you know, normally I'm not a fan of the covers, but in this case, they picked the right fucking cover and they did it well, and it was killer. And honestly, I didn't know this song until I heard the first time I heard this song was from Heathen. So.
Same here.
Yeah, so I think it's great, but I think the whole album is fucking solid as shit. But I love the first one too. I know they're different, but I love them about equally. And I'm gonna give this one, along with the other one, a solid 8. Solid 8. It could be solid to an 8.5 too. I mean, yeah, whatever. I mean, they're fucking great.
I did know back in the day when this got released that Kill the King, even though at the time I didn't realize it was a cover, didn't quite sound like the other songs on the record. Mm-hmm. So I knew that there was something different until I looked it up later on and was like, oh, okay.
Same.
Right.
Same. Cool beans. Yeah. Cool beans. Cool beans.
Hell yeah.
Cool beans.
You're never going to have either of these two guitar players complain that they got to play a Richie Blackmore song. You know?
No. I think they can handle it.
Yeah.
Can handle it.
I got something you can. Oh, wait. Yeah.
Shut up, Beavis.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Heathen. You dirty heathen.
Go out and buy this. Don't be a fucking puss. And I'm going to download this on FartTunes. Go buy it. Don't be a puss.
I'm going to listen to that on Pandora.
And what label was this on?
Oh, whatever.
Roadrunner
originally.
Roadrunner.
What did the remaster come out on? I thought I thought I saw that.
I don't remember. That part I'd have to look up.
This one says. This says Roadrunner.
Oh, okay, so maybe the remaster came out on Roadrunner too, because there was a remaster came out in like 2002 or something. Oh, wait. 06.
Metal Mind Productions in 2006.
Yep. Yep.
Oh, they included another bonus track on that one, which was a cover also called Hellbound from Tigers of Pain Tane.
Really?
I'll have to look that one up because I haven't heard that one.
Yeah, mine has the 10 tracks, but
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Fucking A, McMahon.
Right on. Little Heathen.
So
Get your Heathen on.
What do we got next week, Gerald? It's your pick.
So our homework for next week. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of this, but we're going to do Obituary, Cause of Death. I don't think I've ever heard that album.
Never.
I will say this. I haven't heard it today.
Yet.
Okay, yeah.
Day's not over.
Yet.
We'll talk about this one next week, folks.
Yes.
All right, folks. So that's our show for tonight. Thanks for hanging out with us. And
Delicious.
thanks for these two hooligans over here for
Jim's nipple right now,
gracing us with their
get off me.
Nipple pinching shenanigans.
All the nipple twisting that goes on in this house.
And till next week, twist somebody else's titty.
Yep.
And stay metal.
Twist some nipples.
With some shiny rubber nipples.
Assholes.
Later.
Politicians do a crack in the tree. Raining with disease in the human race. Falling in the zombies, we're born to hate. More air and suicide. Vision complete. Common sense is acting. What a shame. Yeah.